Hey guys, welcome back to another 5 Minute Friday. So today what I'm going to be working on is putting together little herb gardens in these grow bag containers. So for me, this is going to be a little bit different because this is honestly going to take me a lot longer than 5 minutes, because what I'm going to be doing is selling these in person. So I did end up opening a little studio here in northern New Jersey, and I host in-person workshops there, and I'm also going to be selling a little bit of product there as well. And this is going to be one of the first things that I sell, and I figured that the start of Memorial Day is going to be a great time to start selling them. So what these basically are they are tailored to the type of cook that you are. So for example, there's going to be a grill master garden, there's going to be a cocktail garden, there's going to be a bruschetta garden, a pizza garden, so on and so forth. And the herbs are going to be catered to that type of chef. I'm going to take you through how I am going to put together the cocktail garden. And then if you guys like the idea, obviously you guys can do it yourselves, or if you're local, you can stop by my studio and we can talk about it, or maybe you can even purchase one if you're interested. So the first thing is these grow bags. So these grow bags are fantastic and they come in so handy. They can be purchased off of Amazon. Sometimes your local hardware store also has them. So just look around for them because they're fairly easy to find, especially from an online perspective. The reason that they're great is for a couple of different reasons. One, the black felt is breathable, so it allows the roots of whatever plant or vegetable you put in here to get access to oxygen, which is great. The second reason is kind of fairly obvious, but they're movable. So if you have a spot where your plant is starting to perish because it's either getting too much sun or not enough sun, you obviously can just pick it up and move it to wherever it needs to go. So it makes things a lot easier for smaller areas if you don't have the right space or the right place to put exactly what you need. I have basically been able to grow pretty much anything in this. In fact, I've grown some garlic in these, I've grown tomatoes in these in the past. There are certain type of bush type beans that you can grow in these. You name it, you can probably grow in it. Now, they do come in different sizes. This specific one is a 5-gallon one. They don't come in a ton of different sizes, I think just 2 or 3, but there is one that is double this size. For an herb garden, I just need the 5-gallon one. Now, I'm going to be using Coast of Maine raised garden bed soil. The reason why I'm going with raised garden bed soil is because it's a little bit more dense and it doesn't dry out as quickly. Because this, like I said, lets the oxygen get through, it also tends to dry out a lot faster. So you just want to be mindful of that you're watering it that much more consistently, and you're paying attention to the plants drying out. You can go ahead and use potting soil. You'll just most likely have to go ahead and water your plants every single day, which is not necessarily a bad thing as long as you're consistent. All right, now for my cocktail garden. So for my cocktail garden, I'm going to be putting in mint. So this particular mint is spearmint. I also have peppermint. It's a personal preference, so I'm gonna have both offered to any of the customers, but you obviously, this is a key ingredient in mojitos. Mint is great to grow. It's really easy to grow. Now the thing with mint though is it will take over your entire container if you just take it out and put it into your grow bag. So what I'm actually going to do is take the mint and transplant it into a much bigger container. And that's how I'm going to plant it into the grow bag, because I don't want this to suffocate out the other 2 herbs that I'm going to be putting in its place alongside with it. I'm also going to be adding some basil. So there are a lot of basil stalks in here. I'm not going to be adding all 5 of them. I'm just going to be adding 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and pinch the top. The reason why I pinch the top is when you pinch the top, it sends out shoots alongside of it, so the plant becomes nice and bushy rather than just one tall stalk of basil. Nobody really wants that. So I'm going to go ahead and put basil in here. Basil is great to make. You can make basil mojitos. I've never tried it, but I might try it this summer. Or you can make basil gimlets. I'm also going to be adding in here some recipe cards for our customer in case they want to try some new recipes and haven't used basil as anything other than just your drink garnish. The last thing I'm going to be putting in here is some rosemary. It smells really, really good. So some creeping rosemary is going to go in here as well. And this is great to garnish any of your bourbons or your whiskeys. My husband tends to be a really big whiskey drinker. Not a really big whiskey drinker, but just a whiskey drinker in general. And this is something that they oftentimes use to garnish his drinks with. And so this is going to go into the bag as well. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and plant up the grow bag, show you how I do it, and then I'm going to take you through the 6 other varieties that I'm going to be providing my customers. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so obviously this will have some branding on it, along with a label to tell you what it is, and a couple recipes for you as well. Now let me take you through some of the other grow bags that I'm going to be putting together also. All right, so we have the Grow Master Garden. So we have rosemary, we have oregano, we have sage, and we have thyme. These 3 belong next to your grill, whether you're doing steak, chicken, beef, lamb, what have you. These go fantastic with most of the meats that you're grilling. Then we're going to have the citrus garden. So we have lemon verbena, we have sorrel, and we have lemongrass. All of these have that really lemony, citrusy flavor. The lemon verbena and the sorrel go great with fish, and the lemongrass goes great with some of your more Thai type of dishes as well. We have your pizza garden with some cherry tomatoes, some basil, and oregano. They all go great on top of your pizza. And if you have a pizza stone or even an outdoor pizza oven, first of all, you're super lucky, but you can grow your own pizza toppings. I have a bruschetta garden, so again, another cherry tomato. We have a jalapeno, just in case you like a little bit of spice on top of your bruschetta, and we have some basil. Then we have something a little bit quieter. We have a tea garden. So we have your spearmint, we have lemon verbena, and then we also have some lavender. Now these spices are great for drying, so you can have this all winter long. And then last, this is a tribute to my husband who really likes spice. We have a Some Like It Hot garden. So we have a serrano pepper, we have a jalapeno pepper, and then we have a sriracha pepper. Again, these are all gonna go great inside of grow bags. They're also a really nice gift. In fact, what I'm gonna be doing is for Father's Day, I'm actually gonna be hosting a workshop for the little kids. They can come and they can put together a Grill Master garden bag for for their dads, and then also decorate and sign an apron for them. And there you are. There you have a really nice, memorable Father's Day gift that they're probably going to use for the entire season as well. All right, so let me know in the comments below if there is any type of herb garden that I missed that you guys would really like to see added into the collection. These were just some of my favorites that I thought that people would make the most use out of, that honestly would do the best in grow bags as well. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a good day. Have a great Memorial Day weekend here in New Jersey. That is the kickoff to a really lively summer season. We were actually joking around with some of my friends that nobody messes with your summer weekends in New Jersey. Everyone heads down the shore or does a lot of grilling. It is a big time of year in New Jersey, so anywhere between Memorial Day and Labor Day. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the garden.